We have moved on from our initial Half-Life Alyx and testing play session yesterday onto a bunch of new games today. We're testing out a load of games, but I just want to preface this by saying, one, please feel free to sub to the channel if you enjoy PSVR2 or virtual reality, because that is what we do here. And two, there are a couple of issues that you'll see throughout the video. Well, one issue mainly, which is just that the left controller in particular, and sometimes both controllers, would lose tracking for seemingly no reason. Now, I'm still trying to narrow down the reasoning behind this, whether it's something on my end. I'm going to try different ports on my PC for my Bluetooth adapter, and maybe try a different Bluetooth adapter to see what's going on. But you'll see that happen throughout the video, and that's the only problem I've run into with the PSVR2 on PC so far. But I'll have my full thoughts and kind of explanation on whether or not I think this is fixable in my review that's coming out in probably like a day or two. But for now, you will see that happen. But overall, I was really impressed with the adapter on PC. The games ran flawlessly, and apart from those couple of tracking issues occasionally, I was really happy, so enjoy. Okay, welcome back to day 2 in terms of videos, but it's directly after my initial video for me of testing the PSVR2 on PC. I've mastered my craft now, no more issues, but we're going to be testing a bunch of games today like Blade and Sorcery, F123, BeamNG VR, BoneLab, a couple of other ones. So we're going to be jumping in and seeing how they run, how they look, and the first one we're going to tackle is actually the worst running out of all of those on that list, which is F123, which notoriously does not have a great VR port. But I'm excited to try it anyway, just to see how it looks, how it handles. I've had horrendous issues with it before in the past, so I'm excited to see how this can break my PC even further. Right, let's do it. The way you play a game like F123, which is an EA game on PC, is by booting up Steam VR and then booting up the EA app, and then it'll come up with a menu saying, do you want to play F123 VR, which is just on for me now, which I then lean over and do, and then it'll basically jump into that and load you into that through Steam VR. So all of the games like this are accessible in Steam VR, and I have just confirmed that yes, you can play on PSVR2 without the controllers if you want to play a game like F123. So let's do it, shall we? I'm quite excited. We'll give it a go. Let's quickly get through these menus before it's before I get a copyright claim because the EA menu music. Okay. Yeah, we are in pretty horrendous frame time territory here, which is par for the course for F1, to be honest. It is simply horrendous for its VR port. However, we're just going to go in and head out onto the track. Can you see that guy? Can you see that all right? Yeah, you can. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. The F1, does that fix it? No, not quite. Yes. Yeah. A fun thing that F123 does is that if you plug in a peripheral like a wheel and play in VR, it will simply not... It just won't register your force feedback on your wheel. So it is an absolutely scuffed port. Color-wise, though, this looks great. And in terms of comfort, this would be the way I'd want to play the game. In terms of frame time and how horrendous it's running, in terms of not necessarily when I'm driving, like this looks okay in the headset. It's stuttering a bit more than it did on my DPVR, probably just because it's running at a higher resolution, but when I turn my head, the game just stutters like hell, and it's something that is like widely documented in the F1 VR community, because it honestly is shit. It's just higher graphics just to see what we can how we can explode my PC. I mean, it's the best it's ever looked, but that's still awful. So, like, I could not sim race like this. You get like 40 frames a second. It's cool though, for offline though, it would be cool, but for online, not happening. It makes me long for Gran Turismo. But hey, at night, I mean, it's got that weird shimmer going on. Like, you can see that kind of... It looks like I've got a visor on, like in a helmet. Which does make sense, but that's not on purpose. It simply is just kind of doing that because the reflections are... Oh, the light sources are rendered weirdly. I think that's enough of that, don't you? Let's go to BeamNG. No thanks, F1. Right, even though BeamNG does support wheel, I literally don't know any of the controls for it on wheel. So we're going to put the wheel away and we're going to use a controller instead. So what we'll do, we'll head over to a fairly basic iconic map, grid map, not something that's too taxing at all really on the game. I'm also playing on about medium settings, I want to say, for BeamNG. I might be on low for some, just in preparation for setting it at a low bar before we go any higher. It's all loading in now, so it's going to be a bit stuttery for a second. But once everything's in, we should calm down a bit. That's usually how BeamNG works. My PC specs are in the description, by the way, if you're wondering, and probably in a pinned comment somewhere. Okay, we're in. No weird black bars appearing anywhere. Everything's working. Frame rate feels good. Flipping over a truck feels as good as it ever has. You should be seeing this in like 4:3 though, which is a bit weird. Yeah, you are. It's just the way it renders on the flat screen. I'm getting a full view in VR. And I mean, again, the colors look great on the PSVR2. Everything's running well. It's good to see the headset works great without the need for the controllers. Let's hit this jump. Oh. Okay, everything feels pretty good in terms of frame rate right now. We're going to give the game a bit of a test. We're going to spawn in a load of AI traffic around and see how it handles that rendering on the PSVR2. Okay, we're getting a bit of like black screen around. BeamNG is another one that doesn't really run wonderfully. And you can tell it is struggling a bit on this headset. Because of the target it's trying to reach in terms of rendering. You can see, probably see the black bar spawning in either side maybe. Have a proper, let's slow it down. Slow-mo. Send it into the car in front. Yeah, this is another one that is, I mean, it can cook your PC in the flat screen. So in VR, it's quite impressive to see this running on one of the bigger maps as well. So awesome. Okay, this one is running a lot better, obviously, because there's no AI around. But we're going to grab a very fast Formula 1 car. We'll be strapped to the nose, okay. The fact this is just working on PSVR2 is so nuts. Like, I never thought I'd be able to just use this headset like any other Steam VR one, on any Steam VR game. Yeah, I mean, performance-wise, BeamNG, working like anything else, working good, like any other headset I've tried. So thumbs up from me on that one. On to the next game. Okay, we are going to quickly jump into Blade and Sorcery as well and see how we do here, basically. Hopefully, all good. We'll have to wait and see. But this is not 1.0. This is 12, I think. Hence why I've got the Master Chief mod, and I've also got a lot of Star Wars mods and stuff that you'll see. But this is the game, the version of the game I have installed. And it's got quite a few mods in it, like dismemberment and battle-wise and Star Wars stuff. So it should be a good test, really, to see. It's just, ooh, bit of a stuck controller there, it seems. Yeah, look, our controllers are stuck. Interesting. So that was working, and now, oh, we've got one controller unstuck. We'll see if that's going to become an issue, or whether that's... Let's restart this controller and see if we can get it working. I'm going to give it a restart, and then we'll try again. Time to give it another go. I've just rebooted, just to see if my controllers... They're tracking completely fine now. If we get into the game, we know it's a bit of a game issue. If it's just like, I don't know, fully not working, it's a bit of an everything issue, I'm guessing. Whether it happens again. So it happened about here before. Otherwise, the tracking is pretty flawless, and the game is running fantastically. Haptics are going off like nicely in terms of feedback, but it is just rumble, as we said yesterday. Oh, there's a bit of rumble when I turn on that as well. As you can see, yeah, I've got quite a lot of mods and stuff. So let's head into a little outpost. Nice, okay, so we are looking pretty good, like performance-wise. Nice, the haptics working well. They're quite strong. I do need to adjust my Guardian as well, because it is showing up in places where I don't really want it to, but that's, again, a me issue from before, setting it up. Performance-wise, on the DPVR, I'd be getting some stutters here, and some, like, tracking issues, for sure. But right now, getting nothing. The haptics as well are really punchy. It's like a really punchy rumble. Yeah, it's feeling properly responsive. I'm having no tracking issues now that we're back in it. I don't know what happened that first time. I'm assuming these might be things that will sort out, or maybe it's because of my Bluetooth adapter. But I've got the Sony recommended one, so I don't think it's that. So, yeah, like the colors, by the way, are fantastic with the lightsabers. This is the best I've ever seen them. Like, these caves look so nuts compared to how it used to be. On my DP VR, it was so flat with that LCD panel. But honestly, lightsabers look so good in this headset. Absolutely fantastic. God, they just look, it looks so good. The colors, I cannot overstate or understate. Whatever word I'm looking for, my brain is fried. How good the colors look here. It is fantastic. It's so nuts. Like, the contrast is just chef's kiss. I hope my Guardian isn't popping up for you, because it is a bit for me, and I'm sorry if that's distracting you. Let's really test the tracking out a bit. Yeah, I mean, this is running fantastically. It's been that left hand we've had a couple of issues with, but that's it. And it was only for a second this time. Maybe if I left it before, it would have been fine, you know. Maybe it would have just come back. Okay, let's see, like, free climb. Everything's working fine button-wise here. I can grab onto whatever I want. But yeah, that is Blade and Sorcery. Lovely stuff. Working perfectly. Another thumbs up from me. Good stuff. So the next one we're going to do is the one you're seeing on the screen right now, which is BoneLab. Hopefully this one runs like a dream. It should do, to be honest. This one also has capacitive touch. Okay, what we'll do is we'll head over to... Yeah, we'll head over to here. We'll do a little tech trial. BoneLab is essentially... It has a campaign, but it is very much a... kind of a do-what-you-want type of game. A bit like Gary's mod, but in VR. Let's jump into... This is one of the campaign levels called Street Puncher, where you kind of just bash your way through a load of enemies. No tracking issues as of yet. The thing is, the tracking works great. But I think it's when the Bluetooth dips down a little bit, that's when we have some issues. I'm also gonna... How the fuck do I bring up the menu in this game? I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into it then. Now I change into this guy. Cool. So this is essentially, we just got to go in and beat up a load of people.
All quiet here.
Nice. Nice. Getting into the flow of it a bit more now. Yeah, tracking is working flawlessly right now. Ooh, left hand's gone again. You see that? Yeah. Left hand is up in my top left right now. But I did not... Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. It's only for a couple seconds, but I'm hearing... I've talked to a couple of people in my Discord as well that's having the same issue with the left hand going, just the left hand. So maybe it's something they can iron out. I'd hope so anyway. Yeah, look, it's having a bit of a moment down here. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I don't really know what the issue is with it. We're seeming pretty good on that front, I'd say. You know, you can see the triggers working their magic. Like, overall... Ooh, left hand again. Yeah, look at this. Weird. It's very weird. But then it comes straight back, so... I don't know whether it's a lighting thing or a Bluetooth adapter thing or where I'm facing. Not sure. Okay, we're gonna put on some stuff and see if we can make it run decent on high. But yeah, this is into the radius. I mean, it's running flawlessly now. No complaints from me. Looking good as well. This is one of the ones where the OLED isn't going to come in quite as well, I don't think. It will in dark areas like that, actually. But overall, it's a lot more flat and grey when you're out in the radius, which we'll see. I might just... Oh my god. I don't want to waste all my ammo, you see. But I guess into the radius 2 is a thing now, so I don't have to need to worry about that. But we'll go out and just have a little run and just see what we're dealing with, really, in terms of graphics and, well, color, and how responsive everything is for our final game here. We're running good. Something that I couldn't do in my DP VR before because I think the headset honestly just didn't have the chops to render it properly. But we're actually running pretty decently here. And I mean, the shadows, you can see the contrast nicely in with the OLED panels. Oh my god. For I've already looted this, so it's okay. It is one of those ones where, you know, it's a very grey palette, but you are getting a lot more out of these shadows, out of the trees, out of everything. And I'm not really noticing much mirror at all. I'm struggling to see it here. Oh god, that's an anomaly right there. I haven't run into any issues with tracking on this game yet. Maybe it's just like the high intensity ones, like Blade and Sorcery and BoneLab, where you're swinging at people, that it really rears its head at all. But yeah, what a terrifying game. This is coming to PSVR2 apparently soon, so we might get a native version of this, which looks just as good, and, you know, runs even better with foveated rendering. So for all you PSVR2 native PS5 enjoyers, you won't have too long to wait, I don't think, to be honest, because it's shown up in the database, unless that was just a random person that did that, but hopefully not. Alright, let's enter this little base and have a look. Don't know what that was. Oh no, it's the tide, isn't it? Holy fuck. Okay, yeah, the OLED really comes into play here, you know. Holy shit. Yeah, I want to say that's the tide. I can't remember, it's been a while. I was a dead guy. I mean, no complaints. It's running great, looks great. Everything works wonderfully, so can't complain on that front. On to the next one. The last game we're going to test out is Contractors, and we'll just jump into like a short mission or something. I don't even know what we can do here, it's been so long. So we'll just put enemy friendly bots on, difficulty easy because I'm going to get slapped anyway. Mods, I don't know. Fuck it. We'll just jump in, see how the game performs, see if there's like haptics and everything. Immediately loaded in fast, everything looks very sharp. Haptics when I'm grabbing, haptics when I'm shooting, haptics when I'm reloading. Everything's working good. That's a friendly, hello friend. Nice. I mean, everything's running flawlessly here. Contractors is one of the most optimized VR games I've ever played, to be honest. And I mean, you can kind of see that here. Nothing stuttering. Everything's great. Lovely experience. No tracking issues as of yet. I think that is just a software thing though, not a game thing. And I don't even think it's an I don't even think it's an adapter thing. I genuinely think it is just a look, yeah. I think it's a software thing, to be honest. Oh, I'm out of ammo, shit. I wonder if I can keep my pistol. There you go. But yeah, that tracking issue is kind of rough for the left controller. Didn't run into it in Alex. Maybe it's because I'm playing quite slowly there and I'm not doing too many movements. But it definitely is here on these games. But yeah, there we go. That'll do us. I've played a lot of games today. But thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Thank you to our patrons and YouTube members: Luke Bentley, Phil Irving, Hazit Mirza, Ace Gamer, Hibby Pickle, Jin007, A License to Chill, Son WTF, Fat Controllers, and the last three are newer ones, so I've got to look them up, which is Lamar Hall, Geordie Bansma, Jason Parker, and Lemon64K. You guys will be memorized in no time at all, don't worry, but for today I do have to look at the old phone list. But thank you all for watching. Have you been enjoying your PSVR adapter? Have you managed to get one? Do let me know in the comments below. It's been a blast testing out today. I'll be doing a lot more testing in the future, and again, playing some Nautica will be probably the next video on the channel, because I'm really excited for that one. I'm dedicating a whole video to it. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.